Yeah, I was talking about whether it's more worthy to pull for Lyney or Yelan. But there is a clear winner whenever it comes to who you should pull for, depending on like some circumstances. So like, if you think from like a free-to-play point of view, Yelan is so much better than Lyney to pull for. Like, if you're free-to-play and you don't spend money at all, you just like you just use whatever you've saved up or whatever. Yelan is so much more useful for you than Lyney. Like, Lyney's a great character, don't get me wrong, like, he looks really cool, although I won't be pulling on him. And Lyney's a great character, but Yelan is so much more worth it if you don't have money to spend. Like, if you have money to spend to buy them both and you're a big whale, then get both, like, you know, just, if you want. If you like Lyney, then just get him, you know? And even if you're free to play and you prefer Lyney, then, you know, I can't tell you who to pull for. Lyney probably isn't the better option out of the two for free to play, or for people that want to get the maximum out, like, you know, max out their team. Yelan has a lot of flexibility whenever it comes to like teams, so that's why she is so much better for free to play, because she can act like anything you want, you know. She can be your DPS, she can be your sub DPS, she can be your support, you know. She can be like whatever you want it to be. Whereas Lyney is more of just like a, you know, DPS kind of, you know, he can't support that well. Whereas Yelan can, like, you know, she has a very good, as you can see here, she has very good off-field support, you know. I can use my Hu Tao and stuff while, you know, still using Yelan's burst. So that makes her really, really good for free-to-play players and just anyone who's looking to improve their teams. But yeah. And also, her elemental skill is super quick as well. You can skip to her elemental skill, run straight through someone, and then you're good. And then you can switch to another character and keep going. But then you can also keep her on field as well, because she does a high amount of damage anyways whenever you keep her on field. So, you know, she's good. She's good either way. Lyney solos everything? Yeah, so Lyney is very good with his damage, but the only reason why I say that Yelan is just better, not for damage, but just for, like, use, you know? Lyney can, yes, he can do a lot of damage, but if you don't necessarily need a damage, say you're in need of a support, and you don't need a damage and you pull on Lyney, I think that's a pretty stupid thing, because, like, you gotta focus on your supports. Like, this is one, like, key fact. You gotta focus, like, when playing Genshin, focus on your supports, because you're not gonna be able to get very far in the Spiral Abyss if you don't, like, level up your supports, you know, give them any attention or what like that, because, like, for a while I didn't have many healers leveled up. I didn't have, like, the most leveled up healers, because I didn't see the point. I wanted to get big damage off, you know. I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to spend time on healers, like, what the hell. Like, but then I spent time on my Kokomi a little bit, and bro, I was, like, defeating even higher levels than I thought I could. Give love to your supports. Exactly. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta give love to your supports. And obviously, who is it? Yelan could be one of them, you know? Yelan, like, obviously you got your healer type supports, like Kokomi, but Yelan could also be one of your, you know, one of your other supports, because having a good teams, like, even a team like this is pretty decent. You could probably make a better one than this, but, you know, you've got your Kokomi, you got your Sucrose there for swell, and then you got your Yelan to apply the Hydro with your Hu Tao. So then you have a good, like, little Vaporize going off. He's a good little Vaporize team, you know? But she also works great in other teams as well. Like, let me find a... Okay, hold up. Let's just replace some of these. Yelan's in a Hyper Bloom team, you know? It's good. Why do you have Kokomi and Hu Tao on the same team? I'm offended. I mean, I can manage to control my HP enough, so... Like, obviously, when you're using Hu Tao, obviously don't use, like, Kokomi with the big heals and stuff, but I can control my HP enough where I'm happy just to use them in the same team. Yeah, like, yes, if you want, like, maximum damage all the time, then, yeah, maybe don't use Kokomi, but, yeah, it doesn't bother me. But, yeah, this is, like, you know, good Hyper Bloom team. You could, you know, switch it out for a different Dendro. Not that I have any built or anything, but you could also switch, like, you know, Raiden for someone. You know, you can switch it a lot. Or you can have, like, a nice Bloom team. You know, Yelan's so flexible, it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane how flexible she is. And that's why you definitely need to... Ow. That's definitely why you need to pull on her, because, bro, if you don't have Yelan, then you are behind. Like, if you don't have Yelan, then you are definitely behind a lot of people. Like, or Xingqiu. Xingqiu is also good, okay? So if you don't have Yelan, or you like say if you want both but you're free to play but you kind of want Lyney more, then Xingqiu is also another good option. Obviously he's not on this banner, but in future banners, get Xingqiu. You know, it's quite easy to get him up to C6, and he can do like kind of the same job as Yelan, which is kind of nice. So yeah, that is definitely why you should pull for Yelan, and why Lyney probably isn't the best idea. But obviously, I can't choose who you pull for. If you want Lyney, then go get Lyney. You know, Lyney is a great character. He does a lot of damage. He's new. He's cool. He's very cool. But if you want something that's worth for your team, and like you're focusing on like, you know, min-maxing your team kind of with the whole spending primogems, then definitely pull for Yelan because she's so much better.